Hi, this is Bob Smolko from Remax All-American, and we're here at Clara Byrd Baker to do our 11th Commandment Teacher Appreciation Lunch, actually Educator Appreciation Lunch. And I'm here with the principal of Clara Byrd Baker, Mrs. Dorsey. And Mrs. Dorsey, can you give us a little bit of your background in education?
I've been in education for 37 years. I started as a classroom teacher in rural West Virginia. I taught second grade, kindergarten, first grade, fifth grade, and then I became a reading specialist and taught Title I reading program, and then I have been an administrator for about 14 years.
Okay, we're in a little bit of a thing here because we actually did this and the machine failed. Actually, I failed. The machine never fails. But anyway, just to touch base on what we're doing, we're just trying to put a face on the school, and we do that by talking to the principal after the lunches. And we were looking at, we were discussing earlier about the different programs that are available in the arts and maybe the different things that are available at Clara Byrd Baker.
At Clara Byrd Baker, we have an excellent program of academic support in the classroom where teachers and interventionists support students academically and help them to be successful and succeed in all areas. But in addition to the fabulous classroom teachers that support kids, we also have some fine arts teachers who also do an excellent job. We have Mr. Goggin, our PE teacher, who provides students with an excellent lifelong skill of healthy lifestyles and exercise and fitness. We have Miss Mounts, who provides our students with an outstanding curriculum in art, and she displays their art in a number of venues all around the area. Mr. Kreiner is also our music teacher, and he also provides students with recorder class curriculum as well as chorus. Does multiple presentations of musicals and performances for our students in music. We have strings and band, a large participation in both of those programs. I just feel like our children get an overall well-rounded education that involves both academics and extracurricular activities.
Okay, and you did mention earlier about the I guess it's the student council has some community event things that they do.
They do. Mr. Goggin is the leader of our student council. Our student council does a food drive. They also collect used tennis shoes. They do our recycling program. They do a lot of community service type activities as part of their service to our school.
Well, that's great. On looking at your daily activities for yourself, what percentage of your time do you think is spent with leading your teachers? What percentage is spent with the children in what I call in the trenches, and what percentage do you think is spent on doing the administrative tasks that a principal has to attend to?
I would like to say that it's pretty balanced. I'd say it's about 30% of each of those categories. 30% of the day is spent with teachers and coaching teachers and helping teachers find ways to be successful with all students. 30% of the time is spent with paperwork and answering emails and completing forms.
The ones that get through.
And then about 30% of the time is spent actually interacting with children in the hallways, or I meet the children every morning as they come in the building, help in the cafeteria, at breakfast and at lunch on occasions, and just visiting with them in their classrooms.
As you know, if anybody needs statistics on a school, they can go to different websites. We have one on ours, greatschools.com. It gives the facts about all the different schools. But and I don't know if you're prepared to answer this question, but what's your teacher to student ratio? Say what's your class sizes of?
It varies by grade level, but it's somewhere around 20 to 25, depending on the grade level of students in a classroom.
Okay, now we're going to go to that tough one for me. What makes a Clara Byrd Baker bear?
At Clara Byrd Baker, our bears growl every day. That means that they are responsible, respectful, and ready in every area in the school.
I followed the footprints on the way in the front door there. Okay, and Mrs. Dorsey, one of the last questions that I ask all the schools and all the principals is, one of the new Windows 10 commercials says, you know, they have all the kids running around. They goes, one of these kids is going to change the world. And when part of this whole thing started around that commercial for me. But what do you think that that Clara Byrd Baker is ready for that? And I'm referring to that because in technology-wise, how are we set technology-wise?
Our students have access to a computer lab that they go to on a regular rotating basis weekly as a whole group. We also have iPads and iPods that students can use in the classroom, and teachers develop lessons that incorporate those into their daily lessons. They take assessments online. They use those tools to develop projects and activities and do research. Every classroom is fitted with a set of laptops, a little hub of three or four laptops that students can go to as a center and a resource. So I'd say that they all have their hands on technology and know it far better than I do, how to use it. And I think they have the tools to make a change, to change the world in the fact that they're creative, they're problem solvers, they're thinkers, and they're going to be faced with a world that's different, and we can't even conceive yet what they're going to have.
Well, maybe a few of them could teach me a few things. I screwed up the first video here, so anyway. But I want to thank you very much for taking the time
And
to.
thank you for lunch.
And it was our pleasure to say thank you to you and all the educators here, because you have the future in your hands. You've got a big
We certainly do.
responsibility.
We certainly do.
So
We
thank
take
you.
it very seriously. Thank you.
Thank you again.